Oh, these bees, man. Ow. Hey guys, so today I'm romping around the woods here in Colorado after a beautiful snowfall last night, and I want to tell you the story of how I got attacked by bees while I was climbing a giant strangler fig tree. Oh, and by the way, I might have snot all over my face during this video just because it's pretty cold out here. Alright, so in the mountains of Costa Rica, which is a place where I grew up, there's these giant strangler fig trees that are actually kind of climbable, like you can climb with your hands and feet. We had shown up at this tree that would later be named the bee tree. It did not have this name yet, and my friend Francini had already climbed up maybe 10 meters or so, but she had fallen off because the tree was really slippery. It had rained the previous night, and so this tree was soaking wet. Basically just a nightmare for any climber. You do not want to climb anything while it's wet. That's just a recipe for something bad to happen. Izzy asks the group, hey, does anyone want to go climb up, see if they can get to the top of the tree to clean the gear? And everyone was kind of like quiet, you know, not really wanting to go. But for whatever reason, something inside me felt like I needed to go. I think when I let my fear of the unknown hold me back, that never feels like realizing my full potential. And so for whatever reason in this situation, you know, it looked like a horrible climb. I didn't really know what was up there. I just feel like I needed to go for it.
Dude, this is gonna be a disaster of a climb, and I can feel it already. Oh God.
Man. Jesus, this is so far already. So I start climbing and it's bad. It's slippery, you know, I'm still on the top rope getting up to where Francini had climbed and made it and fallen. And it's also worth noting that this was like my second lead climb ever. Lead climb is where you're climbing and you're placing gear on the way up, basically meaning there's no rope above you. So if you fall twice the distance back to your last anchor. My confidence in my climbing strength really wasn't that high yet. My confidence in my knowledge about anything climbing wasn't that high yet, which makes this story just like that much more fun because I was just like such an amateur, and this was just such a defining moment, I think, in my like climbing career. I make it to the point where Francini had reached, put her last anchor and had fallen, and so this was now the committing moment of where I was now on lead, and this is where the story really starts to get real.
These bees! No! Get off! Get off me!
At this point in the video, I want to say that this is a species of bee that doesn't sting. They're called stingless bees, but I want to point out that they do bite, and they kind of hurt sometimes, and they're really annoying.
Ow!
What I do know is that they only will really defend their section of the tree, so if you climb above them, they should stop annoying you. Theoretically, that's the idea. I just say to myself, alright, I've just got to weather this, I've just got to keep on going, even though they're like probably 100 on me. They're in my hair, they're like all in my clothes, they're like tickling and biting and itching me. It's like this worst combination of sensations while I'm trying to focus on the climb that, oh, remember, is really slippery and really wet, and I'm not that strong of a climber, but I'm just going for it, you know? I'm not gonna like give up and just rest on the gear and just lower on down, because I want to make it to the top and like hopefully rescue all the gear and not have to leave anything behind. But I'm really getting tired, and so I'm just going as hard as I can. I see this amazing handlebar, you know, that looks like just like the best rest hold. And at this point, I think I'm kind of holding on to something a little bit slopey. My feet aren't so great, and my mind was probably like super tunnel vision. So I just see it, and I almost like jump for it. And it ends up being this like slime, moist, wet covered thing that my hands just completely slip off of. I got nothing left, man. You can lower me. Where's behind?
Sí.
Oh. Okay, so nice, dude. I fucking hate bees.
You brought him down with you, man.
But once I got down, I realized that my toe was all bleeding and cut up.
Pero it's a
Kind of hurts, like it throbs. I don't know how I slice it so bad, dude.
I didn't really want to spend too much time with my toe out in the jungle like that, so I went back home and washed it up and got it all taped up and called it a day after, you know, what I would say is one of my most epic and bold climbs ever. So the reason wow, look at this view. This is awesome. So the reason I think I'm telling this story, you know, it's not just this crazy thing that happened to me. In climbing, I feel like it's such an energy of conquering things, you know, conquering a mountain or conquering a route. And tree climbing can be like that. You know, we did try to make it to the top of this tree, but I think this is a story of a reason to maybe listen a little bit more and a reason to maybe not try and climb everything. You know, and that's actually something that I really love about tree climbing, is that you're climbing this living being with lots of living beings on it. And I think sometimes that entity gives you a signal and says, hey, I don't want you to climb me. And I think sometimes you have to listen to that. I hope you guys enjoyed that little story. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this beautiful little hike, and I hope to see you guys later.